What up, everyone? Welcome to another Simulation Talk 226. My hair's being nuts. Ebony, Chris, how are you guys? Yoni, who else is here? Oh, it's a good turn up today. Welcome, everyone. Wait, what? What is it about hamburgers? What am I missing? Oh, you know what? Let me get my mouse. That way it's not going to make the noise, because I didn't notice it made some audio noise, which is weird. Hold on. There we go. This should give us the freedom. But also, let me look at the audios. Let me know if you guys still hear me okay now. And reduce mic noise. Can you hear me okay still? I'm going to bring it all the way. Whoa. I'm going to bring it all the way up. There you go. I think that's it. Do you guys still hear me okay? What's up, Nami? Burgers to cheese matrix. We live in a hot dog. I mean, this makes me super happy. What's up, James Hill? Farias. Okay, amazing. All right. That's the settings we're going to be using from now on. Amazing. Yeah, I listened to like a 5-minute portion of the conversation from 2 days ago. And yeah, it sounded not the best. So I'm glad we could clear this. What's up, Avocado? Whoa, today. What was happening today, guys? Was today Mercury in retrograde or something? What was happening? Not sure. Today has so many weird things. And thinking of a scene where Cypher is talking about the food, knowing it's a simulation and still enjoying it, even though it's just program telling him he's enjoying it. Yes, which is really the point in full, the point in full, which is that experience is what matters, not how it arises. Unless there's some implications to how it arises, which is a different story. But yeah, as long as you experience the state, that's all that matters, really. But again, we wouldn't have the whole premise of the film without it. So, of course, it's better that it was this way versus any other way. What's up, Crystal? Andrew? Welcome, user 66413. Pearl. NGN. Wait, why is it? Hold on. We're going to organize things here. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. Monica Bellucci. Dude, I haven't heard that name. Wait, am I even connecting the right person? Let me see if I even... I think you know what you're doing. Yeah. What about her? I'm so confused. What's up, Inky? Wait, who is Inky on YouTube? Because I know now we're doubling. By the way, yeah, if you want to join on Twitch and help the Twitch channel, it's LaserX83. Go to Twitch now and follow us from LaserX83. As we are live now, or on YouTube, Dango Thoughts, the two channels that I recommend the most. Let's see what happens here. Claiming again today, including Amazon, blah, 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 blah. What does that mean? I'm excited to be able to start oh my God, navigating Twitch a little bit better. Everybody's going to be helping with this. Creator dashboard. Let's see. Almost there, man. Yeah, we need, right now we're an average of 1.2 people per stream. We need an average of 3 viewers per stream, I think, is an average for all of it. Wow, that's a lot to achieve because we had quite a few lives. But hopefully we'll, thank you so much for the likes, for the love. Appreciate you guys on TikTok. It's going to take a while to get there, I think. But hey, better than nothing, right? Latest stream we have 6. Amazing. Let's see if we can beat it every time. I think it will help us. Analytics dashboard. Actually, what would that mean? How many lives do we have to have, like 6 or more to get over the thing? Maybe like 10 of them, I think it will put it over the top, right? Anyways, I oversaw a comment on the yesterday's live. I actually usually I don't have time to go through all comments usually, but sometimes I catch a glimpse of it, and like after, I don't mean during, obviously. And somebody was complaining that I'm not talking enough about the laser and stuff. And I usually, like negative comments that kind of, I'm like, okay, what can I say? But I also at the same time don't want to ignore what people feel if they're following the channel, So if you guys feel like there's particular subjects I can say more on that is not repetitive for the community, please let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to keep, idling until we have some major things to talk about. As you know, progress takes some time, and it's not that easy. When I move my hand this way right now, moving the cursor, do you guys hear a weird noise? Thank you, Guru. Thank you for watching on the... It's okay, baby. So, what is that? Cuba? What do we have over there? Sap ignoramos. Ignoramus. Nice. Thank you, Blue Rooster, for renewing the membership. Appreciate you. Do I answer a question from this chat? I am, Brian. Yeah. This one and the one on TikTok, for sure. Messy indeed. What's your question? Whoop. I've been through quite a few minor experiences the past 2 years. After sky moving stars, a drone flash lighting me. Aldebaran giving me a wave when I look at the sky. I don't know. Well, it sounds pretty awesome. Sounds like you had pretty fun experiences. Oh, that's what I forgot to add. You know what? Let me do it now. So I keep my obligations to the community. How do we do this? Where are we? We are here. Let's add this tomorrow. Let's say, okay, that's one. Then let's create another one. Okay, and the last one that I owe the community would be, wait, what was it just now? When I'm typing. Okay, interesting. That is weird that it's doing that only when I'm typing. Thank you for letting me know, though. Is that Pakistani pilot? Who's here? Can you see the code through a camera? Nope, so far, unless you're in the molecule, you can't really see it. Also, AI would require you, yeah, a direct recording of some sort that currently we don't really have access to. Man, what was it that I was just about to... Man, it drives me crazy now. Well, oh well. Let's keep reading through the comments. No weird noises. Do you timeline jump consciously? I think you timeline jump all the time, like constantly, every single second of your existence. Those are the frames of reality, I would say. Phonic. Zip's law. Well, we don't know yet. Igno is saying it has been interesting, but honestly, I'm scared to go deeper. I haven't committed to meditation, and the thing I know I will connect me to the wait. And the things I know will connect me to these things. You've been a help. Well, I appreciate it. I'm not sure what you mean by that fully, but I'm glad I could have been of some help. That always is fun to hear. And yes, please join our Discord. Ebony posted the link, or you can find the link on the third. It's the third link of my social on the main YouTube page. Thank you, Pakistani Pilot. Appreciate you. Thank you for the generosity. If you go to Dango Thoughts on YouTube, DANGO Thoughts, DANGO Thoughts. Thank you so much. It's very generous of you, brother. You can find the third link from the top, which is our Discord channel. Also, you can our website is quoteofreality.com. Come get our limited edition merch because it's not going to exist ever again. We're creating a whole new design. So whatever you get now will never be again. So that would be a fun thing to have as a collector's item. Can you explain your time in the military? I mean, I don't. If you ask me specific questions, I can tell you, but I'm not sure what else to say. Does the color of the code change or is it always the color of the laser? Yes, it's always the color of the laser. I'm not really sure how it's possible to have a different color because a laser would always present whatever it's presenting in the color that it presents. It doesn't matter what object it is. I was a medic in the U.S. Army. Cool. Oh, you're asking like so I was communication and infantry. In infantry, I guess you can say. I mean, your perspective, subject matter, personality, many things. I think what you are doing very important. I appreciate you. Why is it that you're afraid to go deeper? Is it that you're afraid of what you might find, or what is that? Thank you, Ebony. I mean, what if I shine 650 nanometer LED light bulb into my eyes? Please don't do that. Even though LED should be fine, I think. Behind your eyelids, it's possible. So there's a lot of talk recently about potentially this is something we're projecting, but then you kind of have to. It presents something very interesting about our cognition in general, and this actually might be a fruitful direction of investigation. So definitely, I think there's something to what you're saying. Nico, how are you, my brother? And it seems to be a part of programming that new to AI. No, the LED not necessarily. Even with a laser pointer, it doesn't really work. It seems to be that diffraction is key, which means you have to have this quantum effect because diffraction is a quantum effect, which is interesting. And but I don't know. I never tested it with LED. Oh, there you go. Just remember what I need to do. Boom. Okay, we got it all. Got it all figured out. see, make sure that I'm not missing anything. Have you tried something like a club laser system? Multiple beams that are wide space. No, I haven't tried. And again, anybody whose expertise is in lasers, we would love some help. So, of helping us figuring things out. How do you personally deal with boredom? I don't know. I never get bored. I think life is exciting enough. Is the code the same for everyone that can see it? As far as we can tell, yes. If you compared notes exactly, yes. You can always come join our Discord. Come check out my YouTube channel, Dango Thoughts, DANGO Thoughts, 3 words. Or you can just follow the link on TikTok in my link tree, and you should find it. And the third link from the top on my main YouTube page is our Discord channel. We have a lot of these notes being exchanged on there. Yeah, I'm familiar with Zipsol. What about it? Oh, Ebony just gifted 5 memberships. Ebony, you're a blessing. 5 people just got membership for free for this month for the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Ebony. Deeply appreciated. If you want to sign up, highly worth it. It gives you access to Zoom calls with me from the 2nd tier and up. Gives you access to weekly lives aside from the daily lives that we're doing here, which is for members only. We dive deeper into subjects and analyze them with a lot more rigor. It gives you access to it's early access to all my content and private stuff from my life that lives nowhere else but on YouTube members. So please come join it. It also helps the project. Thank you so much, Ebony, for your generosity. Codes. And every once in a while, Ebony, Chris, and other people as well are gifting people memberships. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. They also happen to be our incredible moderators on Discord and beyond here on YouTube as well. Everybody dropping bombs. So everyone that has tried it. Wait. An art in the practice of letting go, which helps with facing truths. Meditation does help with this. Couldn't agree more with that. Adjust the lighting to the lighting you prefer on the wall. Encourage anyone to try this. I don't know much. I thought of it today. What you mean? Can you explain that a little bit more, a little deeper, Bark? Cosmo sees something outside. Oh. Wait, what? Why wouldn't he know that it's him? He's a little Oh, man. Why do you have to be like that? Blessings indeed, Hyperportal 88. What's up, fungi? Have I tried it with Pharmawaska? No, but it works with Aya, so there's no reason that it won't work with that. It's anything that opens that channel. It even works with 5-MeO, which is kind of wild to me because the presentation of 5-MeO phenomenologically is completely different. The route of administration does not seem to matter, no. But again, with these things, with Pharmawaska, you got to be super careful because you're playing now with blood. The second you play with MAOIs, you're playing with blood pressure. I personally do not recommend any of these things in general unless you have really good supervision because it becomes physically dicey. So I do not recommend. Do you have scientists or other specialists studying this with you? Do you think it will become more public? Yeah, I think it's already pretty public at this point. The second it reaches a certain level of criticism from experts, I think it reached a level of being public, which it does. And yes, we also are working with scientists. And we're just kind of working on, creating a baseline from a scientific perspective. And eventually, I'm sure we're going to be publishing these things. Use Syrian roux in small doses with microdose. Thank you for letting us know. So it works really well? I would assume so. How long have you spent in the military, Pakistani pilot? Thank you, Diego. Thank you for the roses. Um, 4 years. Cool. But you said, did you say you were a medic or something? I think that's what you said. Trying to scroll back, but you can just tell me. Syrian roux, the MAI. No, I know. I'm saying, does it work well? Like I skipped ahead. So does it work well for you? You guys all microdose and look at the code. I mean, you don't need much to see the code, whatever it is that you're using, unless, like, I think mushrooms you're going to need a little bit more in the beginning if you've never seen it before. But overall, yeah, you don't need that much. You need definitely sub breakthrough threshold. I don't even know what that means, but sub breakthrough doses to see it, dosages to see it. Kind of like the theory that aliens have built this simulation for us. They did. It's funny to me that when people say, well, again, I understand it because I used to hold the same position, which is like, who cares, right? If it's simulated. But I realized that it's only who cares until you get some access to direct evidence. And the second you get that, then it's not so much who cares. It's because if you're saying who cares at that point, then you should also say who cares about physics. It's basically the same thing. There's no really big difference then because it's part of physics. There is no spoon. That is true. It proves there is no spoon. Oh, but there is a fork. I don't know if you know this. They cut that part from the film, but the kid said, "But there is a fork," and then he started eating whatever it was, his salad with a fork. True story. Initial breakthrough. Really glad that you found this, brother, and staring at walls might be a favorite hobby to date. That is kind of funny. Yeah, it is kind of strange if you've never seen it before to just kind of like look at a laser instead of spending time in the experience, which is so vast and expensive. But again, we're just using it as a tool. We can probably find a different way to do it without the molecule eventually, but until that day comes, that's the route. And yes, of course, there's a lot more going on in the molecule itself, but this gives you the opportunity to hone in on a particular slice of the thing. By the way, I watched that talk after somebody mentioned the Zeus talk that he gave on the subject. I mean, it's just so funny. It's funny. It's funny how people approach already difficult to communicate information in the most uncharitable way possible. It's just I don't even know where to begin with that. Thank you for your service, Pakistani pilot. I'm in LA. Can you show me the experiment? Cool name, Electric Ninja. I'm not in LA. We're moving around all the time, but yeah, I'm also not really in the habit of just showing people the laser at this point. There's just too much requests for that, and it's not really realistic for me to go around and do this everywhere. I would still do it here and there just for the film and things like this, but otherwise, it's just it's easy enough to replicate. Bring my own themes. Write me a sentence about possible simulation hypothesis on synchronicities in life that corresponds with timing coincidences. I mean, that's a pretty easy one, don't you think? Could there be a way to look at the code without the molecule? There being an experiment? We're trying to figure this out. Believe me, Diego. We the great question. We're really trying to do that. Currently, we don't know of any. What level of interpretation do you think this is open to? Can you clarify the question, Pakistani pilot? A window beyond the wall. But by the way, Electric Ninja, you can join our Discord, in which we a lot of people exchanging these notes about the experiments and all of that stuff. So feel free to do so. We have a great community there. You have a tagline for me? A window beyond the wall, vision beyond the mind. I love it. The simulation hypothesis suggests that synchronicities and uncanny timing coincidences in life may be subtle indicators of a programmed reality, where seemingly random events are actually orchestrated by an underlying code or algorithm. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can logically you can explain it also in terms of just classical physics. You don't really need the simulation hypothesis for this, because you're going to have some coherence of occurrence, which the mind does, right? It connects things. But I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's connected by some substrate for sure, right? How cool your dog is. Very white. Lenny is so black. He's both blue black and red black. Call him a shadow. Nice. Also, yeah, I do like how white he is, but we discovered that he's actually beige when he was in the snow. When he's in the snow, you can see how beige he is. It's kind of funny. So relative, right? Code in VR, like an app. Tensor. Oh, wait. Ask it about what a tensor is, then ask it more and more as tensors are very complex. The ranks and all that. Even ask it, GPT, how its transformer works. Hint, hint. I'm not sure that I fully understand the comment, Yoni. So if you want to clarify, that would be great. Oh, there you go. I think you put something there. For clarity, ask ChatGPT to explain the tensor nature of its transformer. Oh, that's kind of funny. I want to try that now. It's like, who made you? What's your objective exiting? You mean exciting the Matrix? I mean, exciting the Matrix sounds exciting. Exiting the Matrix is what you meant to say? I don't think there's exiting the Matrix. I mean, the simulation, the computational world is all there is. So there's no exiting reality, right? So that's out the window. That's not even a thing. Move objects with my mind. That would be cool. I don't really have an objective in that sense. My objective is to find out what's true. That's my objective. Have you been in space? Talk to interdimensional beings? No, have you? Why would aliens do this? What is the experiment or purpose, do you think? I mean, there's infinite reasons for it. I think that the main reason that it's all being run, not just ours, but all the simulations, is to figure out why everything exists, because nobody knows that. And I think it's just kind of obvious that nobody would know that. But I mean, there's infinite reasons to run simulations, because you want to just see what happens, find out. You can run extra computation on it. You can probably borrow that computation, create infinite energy and computation through it. There's infinite reasons to do so. Danny, what do you do for work? I need ideas. Well, Rory, currently it seems that this is my work. Not the lives, but the lives are just a way for me to engage more directly with people. But this, everything has to do with the discovery. To me, I personally don't subscribe to the idea of the universe being traditionally computable or algorithmic. Have you seen is that rain? Have you seen the Bogosphere? I don't know what that is. There's some writings on it that reminds me of the code. Interesting. No, I've never heard of it, or maybe I just don't know what that is. Also, I would love to hear your ideas, Pakistani pilot, as to why you think the universe is not computable. But instead, what's called Advaita Vedanta in Hinduism. Yeah. Well, I mean, again, that doesn't negate computation. That just says that your experience has to do. It has some regulations by which it's operating, but it does not eliminate the technical aspect of it, which is like how it operates. It has to operate somehow, right? There has to be something doing something, and then something follows. So that portion is computational. I mean, clearly it's computational. Thank you, Purple Viking. In the fan club, baby. Welcome. Did Pakistan really shoot down a Gen 4.5 fighter jet? I don't think. I think a Pakistani pilot is an American. It sounds like, but I understand why the question is there. Wolfram Gay gave a cool talk today. We'll send over. Oh, please, Nico. Yes, and also I haven't had the chance to respond to your comment today yet, Nico. I wasn't actually, but a lot of the day I was kind of like horizontal, or at least in my head I was. Exciting, excitedly. Yay, exciting the universe. I love that. Well, that's incredible, Dara. Good night, Blue Rooster. Orb UAP that landed in Colombia and was obtained and now is being studied. All right. Let's see. Ah, this looks fake as fuck. This looks so fake. Let's see. Come on. This is fake. There's no way this is it. Because you would have a lot better pictures. This is 2025. If you have anything black and white, grainy, whatever, that's not real. Yeah, I just looked at it. It's fake as fuck. There's no question about that. What do I think about higher dimension versus low dimensions? You mean like higher realms versus lower realms? Is that what you mean? Yep, maybe Carter is in one of those interviews, and it was a great one. I think so too, Ebony. Like the fractal. What do you mean? Like the fractal? Huh. Wait, Rooster, what do you actually don't know what you're referring to? What is like a fractal? Would you go on Eddie Bravo's Friends podcast, Sam Tripoli? Who is Sam? First of all, I go on anybody's podcast who I like their vibe, and if they're Eddie Bravo's, Friend, probably yes. Did I meet Sam? I think I met Sam, maybe. Not sure. But yeah, if the vibe is great, I always go regardless the scale of the podcast or whatever. So why do you know him? Oh, conspiracy comedian. That's awesome. Conspiracy comedian is such an interesting title. More like mathematical theories, like string theory. Purpose there are tiny higher dimensions. Oh, well, yeah, but then what do you mean by lower dimensions? And also, they're not. There's like, at least in physics, it's not like higher dimensions. It's just more dimensions. But what do you mean by what I think about them? Because the question has to be a little bit more specific. It's a very broad. It's a very broad topic. Higher or lower order? You have to tie the whole thing for me, Yoni, because I'm not sure that I'm following. What was my favorite skate trick? Mine was the wrapped ollie impossible that and did. I never skated. I rollerbladed, did half pipes and stuff, but never skated. What kind of laser are you using for the experiment? If you see the website on the screen right now, codeofreality.com, we have the full specs of the lasers there. So go check it out. There you go. I just put it in the chat as well. Waiting on tech to try and talk. He's downloading. Nice. Good to have you with us, Daft. We started with 650 nanometers, 1 milliwatt. Diffracted red laser. Oh, thank you so much for the 70. Indeed. And other theories say we exist on an infinite 2D plane as encoded information. Yeah, the holographic principle. Do you believe in any of these theories? Belief, I don't know if how much it enters the picture here for me. It's more what is more likely and what is less likely. I am currently working with the holographic principle as a guiding principle, and I think it's one of the more promising principles in physics in general. So yes, I would say it's just that I think that we are a four-dimensional hologram projected from a three-dimensional sheet or on a three-dimensional sheet. So yeah, there's definitely. I do believe that there's. It does stand to reason for me that there's more dimensions than just three, for sure. Dara is asking if anyone is in Sedona. At the end of the day, these models, they can only be substantiated if we can verify them with some testing that we can run. Otherwise, they are good frames, and that's it. I'm just glad to be here 3D or 4D. That's my position. Question from Dr. Luke, who can't make the live tonight, wondering when the next member Zoom is. Good question. I will tomorrow send an invites. It's a good opportunity to do so. It's the 21st already, so I think probably, let's see, most likely Monday. Let me make sure there's no. So we have, yeah, because we're doing them, we're trying to do them more in the mornings. I think realistically, when is our thing, baby? 28th? Yeah. Oh, we didn't set up the time yet, right? Okay, so I think, yeah, it's most likely going to be on Friday the 30th. But I will set that up. Hope we get to live long enough for some breakthroughs. I think we will. I think we absolutely will, and I think we will have something to do with it. You got it, Ebony. Come to Sedona. Let's try the experiment. Mid-July, if anyone else wants to meet up. Yeah, I wish. At this point, I think my schedule is just beyond full till pretty much February. But whatever comes, I flow. If everything comes with ease, then we flow. What's up, Casey? How are you, brother? The next Zoom, Diego, is going to be probably on Friday the 30th, but I'll be sending invites. By the way, if you are a member from the second tier and up, it should tell you on YouTube which one it is. Please, and you've never been on one of these Zoom calls, please email me to lasersimulationx@gmail.com with an email that starts with the words, the title of the email should start with the words new member. It goes into a special folder, and then I know you're a member, and I can send you an invite automatically. Thank you for the questions, Diego. Remember Zoom meetings? Yes, second tier and up, please. An important detail. And also, this Sunday is going to be the next members live. We haven't had one in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just because we're filming a lot. But members live is coming up on this Sunday, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to be diving into some subjects. Pakistani pilot is back. Kairos Chris. Members live, yeah, on Sunday. And if you guys want to have any discussion about it on Discord, if there are particular subjects you want me to dive into, then let's do that. 1 second. John. All right. Would I ever do a debate? Debate with whom? I find debates in general kind of obsolete. They're not. They're not really effective, to be honest. You mean like formal debates? I don't think they really achieve anything because they're not a genuine attempt at coming to understand one another. Being right about something, pretending that somebody's coming at the world just from purely selfish perspectives, I don't think it ever leads to any real progress. Or at least that's the old way, and I think there's a lot of better ways to do it.
Hey,
How are you, brother?
good. I sent you a little text message.
I know, I saw. Crystal, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Who did you have in mind for debating, by the way?
Who's debating?
No, somebody asked if I would ever do a debate.
You got the text message from me, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Definitely get the messy. There's going to be a lot more conversations around this, and I think the conversations would have to take the form of a discussion, or yeah, I think a discussion is the best way to define it, because I think debates are just, if you're already coming at a thing of saying, look, this is why I'm right and this is why you're wrong. I mean, yeah, it's entertaining, but it's not. It doesn't actually get anywhere in terms of the. You can build a lot more together if you actually understand that the other person is also trying to understand the world in their way, and there's something about the way that you both are coming at the world that is supposed to connect together to something that shifts slowly together into something that is a more coherent picture of the world. This is why I think that formal debates, aside from being entertainment for the people that are really holding the positions that they do, it's really, that's about it.
Yeah, it's not a competition.
Yeah, and it's funny because I had yeah, we're kind of working together, right? So it's funny, I had this moment with my nephews, and my brother-in-law was sitting there watching NBA, and then the younger one said, how many how many dunks did somebody do? I don't remember how many times did they dunk. And then my brother-in-law said, it's not about, it's the game isn't about how much you dunk, it's about how much you score. And I thought, oh, what a what a lesson for life.
Slam dunk.
Yep. Debate culture these days is all about dunking. Yep. It's toxic and not productive. Yeah, it's because it's like, look, you basically, the position is always, you took a silly position in life. There's better positions to take, and you're basically confused about everything, and this is why I think you're wrong. So like, even in the conversation, like, I don't know if you ever saw they did like 4 of them. It was like Sam Harris and it was Jordan Peterson. Yeah. Jordan Peterson. You've seen that one?
Yep.
Yeah. So they did like 4 of them. I mean, I think that was the closest to like but that was a conversation, right? Even though there was some dunking in it and some humor and all of that stuff. But in the end of the day, you still have to bring something that understands the other side. Otherwise, I feel like it's a waste of everybody's time. Or at least you also want to set an example of how to talk in a way that is productive, because we're going to need to do that more and more and more as a society, right? There's going to be a lot more of that needed, especially when the topics are going to get bigger and more serious, and and it seems that not enough people know how to do that. It's all about like, how often do I see like conversations that are basically debates, and people are literally talking past each other, like they're trying to make a point, but because there's aggression in the air. When there's aggression, you're kind of dug up in your bunker, and you're not interested in like really exploring the idea because you don't feel safe to do so. You have to feel safe to explore your ideas in real time. That's where the magic happens. When you
Yeah,
feel
totally. It was like in the 90s, we were doing the whole thing. We're bringing back the salon was the thing. Like, let's have salon where we all have varying ideas and we could just talk and create and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and they used to be, I don't know if you know, but like back in the day, scientists would like debate a point, and somebody would lose the debate, would have to concede, and they would have to let go of their scientific career, basically. So there was like real consequences. That's one way of doing it. When there's like, but now also there's no consequences, so anybody can say anything, right? So people are just literally making shit up all the time. And I think if people would feel safe to explore their ideas in real time, there's going to be a lot more explorative and creative thought that goes into these subjects, which would help a lot. Back in the day, debates were called duels. I'm not sure they were full-on duels. It wasn't to the death, but there was definitely like the end of your career. That was definitely a thing. The prerequisite for any debate should be that both parties need to see the code. Yes, that would be the first thing. But also, again, there's this inconvenient fact that some people it takes them a little longer to see the code. So what are you going to do? That's something that you also have to account for.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I was watching the Asking for the Squares podcast or show today, which was so good.
Thanks, man.
And I thought it was kind of interesting that the woman host, how she kept talking about being able to see a beam in the laser.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of, I'm going to forget her name, but the girl that was filming, she went straight to these beams with a laser. Remember that?
Who? Oh, Maria, or the other girl?
Yeah, Maria. Yeah.
Maria. Yeah.
So I was wondering if that's something that you've been noticing a pattern like.
Yeah, no, I definitely seen beings there. It's even, I don't know, in the first video that I ever put out, I even say in the end, like I'm putting in writing, that if you see beings, don't feel like you're crazy, because like they're there. Like
do you notice girls seeing beings more than guys seeing beings in the laser?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think so. So yeah, I think it's pretty much just people that pay attention.
Nice.
Oh, that's it. What's up, Shy? Somebody joined also on Twitch. How are you, Style Jitsu? Good to have you. Wait, what? How is that even?
I like what Nico had to say.
Yeah.
Prerequisite for the debate. Both people need to have seen the code first.
Yeah, and some people are trying, but again, I do give like that thing I saw with Zeus. There's definitely like a very dismissive tone to it, but at least he tried. He like looked at the code. He obviously jumped out of the water immediately, but at least he tried. I'll give him that.
Did he follow the protocol?
I think yeah. They even looked on the protocol on the website, but again, it's a conversation, right? There's a lot of back and forth that needs to happen, and it does involve some idiosyncrasies, I think, that needs to be addressed, and some people take some alone.
But he never reached out to you, right?
No, I don't even know what he's talking about. So that is kind of weird. So either he lied, or which is all interesting all by itself, or he sent somebody else to talk to me under the banner of something else, because I don't remember anybody mentioning that they're going to be doing the thing, which is weird because I'm not hiding any information, and I'm just like, just explaining everything exactly how it is. So they could have just said, "Hey, man, we're gonna try and run this thing," and I was like, "Great," and then we can talk about it, right? But the only thing I can think of is that there was a girl that recorded a podcast with me. I don't know if that was it, but then she never released it, and she was working for a university. And then I can always double check. I don't really care that much, but like it just showed if that's well, if they actually reached out, it had to be somebody who reached out under a banner of something else, which
Yeah,
again
correct.
shows you how they think, right? The fact that they think that they have to like be sneaky about it, it just shows you like what their mindset is. It's just absurd.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it could just be that there are just going to be, because you are making, I'm going to bring it back to that from the podcast because it's fresh in my mind, the light in the dark at all times. You are bringing forward a really new breakthrough concept or reality. There's definitely going to be that thing that's going to try to stop it constantly. And so it's not going to be easy. So there's got to be individuals or characters that are going to have to try to stop it at some point, right?
Or refuted. Yeah. Like basically, that's a form of stopping.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So he could just be simply one of those. Like he's just going to say no. I'm going to make VR headsets that's the be all end all, and you can't see it.
But also, if I remember correctly, if it's the same guy, I don't remember honestly, so I don't want to speak out of turn. But I think it's the same guy. I just don't recall. I think it's the same guy that really got into it with Gallimore at some point, and really got into it with a few other people. He's like, it's just his style. Like he's just very like in your face about everything, and it's and I'm like, okay. It's just the thing what he said about the Matrix is just like it's so absurd. It's like wait, you think that I'm saying I think we live like in the movie? Like that's and somebody corrected him in the audience. It was like, no, I don't think it's what he was saying.
It's like the statements of the article, like scientific rigor is important. It's like, oh, okay, dude, it's like, come on now, like.
You use the trailer of a film to base your idea on what I'm actually saying without ever talking to me directly. Computational reducibility. Wait, I've been caught up with computational reducibility. I forgot about computational equivalence. I mean, they're kind of like flow into one another. Does it help you more if I watch the full ads? Thank you for the question. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a good question. Thank you, Fung. You don't need to watch the whole ad. But thank you for the question. You posted some message the other day. What are you talking? I think it's just a commercial. Depends. Center. See Soul. We also took flying saucer 4D with his mind. Interesting. TikTok dropped? Oh. Wait, TikTok dropped? Weird. Well, all right. Weird. Oh, there it is. Is it back? No. No. Okay. Oh, well. Well, I think either way, I think we would have to adjourn. Either way. Appreciate you guys. If you want to follow me across platforms, call it a night. Oh, there we go. It's back. It'll be Danny Goller on Instagram and TikTok. It'll be Goller Danny on Twitch. Oh, on X, sorry. LaserX83 on Twitch. And Dango Thoughts on YouTube. DANGO Thoughts on YouTube. Please give us a follow on YouTube and join the membership program if you can afford it. That would be great. It helps the project, gives you access to Zoom calls with me from the second tier and up, weekly lives aside from the daily lives that are for members only, that we dive much deeper into all kinds of subjects, early access to my content, and private things from my life that will only exist on YouTube Live and nowhere else. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much to all the moderators in the community. Casey, love you, brother. Thank you so much for being here. Nico, Ebony, Chris, I appreciate all the community members and all the people that are always coming. Appreciate you all. Terry, who else? Carter, love you, brother. Bye, guys. Gonna call the night. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Ciao.